Hey foodie friends, welcome back to Getting Saucy with Chef Lynn. Today, I have a sweet treat for you all, and I'm not just talking about me. Now, get ready to dive into the chocolatey world of brownies with a twist. Now let's get saucy. So before we start, I'll let you in on what the twist is. These are my salted caramel peanut butter cheesecake brownies. Yeah, you heard that right. And it's not just a mouthful to say, it's a delicious mouthful to eat. Okay, I have a heat-safe bowl set over a pan of simmering water here in which we're going to melt some butter, some bittersweet chocolate, dark cocoa powder, unsweetened, a splash of vanilla, a little bit of brewed coffee, and a pinch of salt. So you can do this like I am, or you could do it in a microwave-safe bowl in short bursts in the microwave and just stir it every like 15 to 20 seconds until it's melted and well combined. We'll just keep stirring until this melts all together and becomes one homogeneous mixture. It's gonna take a few minutes, but you want that gentle heat to melt it so you don't scorch the chocolate. You wanna make sure that your bowl is not touching the water in there, okay? You want it above the water, just so it gently melts, otherwise, like I said, you'll scorch your chocolate. And we're getting there slowly but surely. It's almost, it's almost done. Give it a couple more minutes. Okay, we're at a good spot now. So if there's a couple of like small pieces of chocolate still in there, that's okay because the residual heat will continue to melt that. So now that this is good and melted, we're gonna set it aside for a few minutes to cool while we whip up our cheesecake filling part of this. Okay, now for the cheesecake portion. Okay, so we're gonna mix together a half a cup of salted caramel. Now I made this myself. You don't have to do that. You can go ahead and buy store-bought, that's totally fine. If you want to make it and follow along with my short video, you can find that here. So salted caramel, cream cheese, obviously it's cheesecake filling, peanut butter, 1 egg, and now I'm just doing this with a little whisk because I don't have a hand mixer and I didn't want to break out my stand mixer, but you could definitely do this with a hand mixer and go really fast and be very simple and easy. But you just want to get this nice and combined, and then once that's done, we'll move back onto our brownie batter and finish that up. All right, so there's our cheesecake mixture. That's nice and thick, it smells so good, like really nice and peanut buttery. And so now we're gonna finish up our brownie batter and put these two together. All right, so to our melted chocolate, to finish off our brownie batter, we're gonna add some brown and white sugar. Mix that in well. And that'll help cool this down a little bit so that when we add our eggs next, it won't scramble the eggs, because you don't want scrambled eggs. That doesn't make for delicious brownies. This smells so cocoa-y, so chocolatey. It's the addition of that coffee in there, guys. If you don't drink coffee or you don't like coffee, don't worry about that. You're not gonna taste it. It just really enhances the flavor of the cocoa. So you get a more round, full chocolatey flavor. The coffee and the vanilla both kind of do that to chocolate. They amp up that chocolatey flavor, right? Now I've got 2 eggs that I've lightly beaten. Those are gonna go in here as well. That brown sugar is gonna help to make these super fudgy. The molasses in there really keeps them nice and sticky. So I love to always use brown sugar as well as white sugar in my brownies. Look at that, looks so good already. And then finally, just a little bit of flour. This is about 3/4 of a cup of flour going in there, and just fold that together until the flour is combined. You don't want to overmix it because you're going to work in the gluten and that's going to cause your brownies to be a little tough. So just gently fold until all of the flour is mixed in. Scrape it up from the bottom and there we go. That's it. I'm going to stop now. Okay, now that our brownie batter and our cheesecake is ready, we're going to bring them together into a marriage of deliciousness. So I have a pan that I prepared. It's an 8x8 brownie pan. Nonstick spray in the pan, parchment paper, nonstick spray on the parchment paper, left some overhang to pull them out when they are ready. So we're gonna go in here first with our brownie batter. Oh, look at that. Come on. It's not going to get any better. Well, it is going to get better because we're going to put that salted caramel peanut butter cheesecake on top and swirl it in, and it's going to be the best thing you have ever eaten. Make sure to get this scraped good and well. My friend, her mom, who I know quite well, used to call her rubber spatula the child's cheater because she would scrape her bowls so well that there was nothing left for her kids to lick out of the bowls. So I like that. That's how I want to get my bowl scraped good and clean, so none of that deliciousness is left in the bowl. It all goes in my pan to be baked. And I dripped a little here. I'm going to clean that up so this doesn't stick to the pan. And then I'm going to take this cheesecake part and drop big dollops across the top of this. I'm going to grab chopstick here and just gonna swirl this in. It's so pretty. Swirls of chocolate and peanut butter cheesecake filling. All right, I like the way that looks now. So you can kind of see, I don't want to tip it too much. All right, so now we're gonna go to the oven at 350 for anywhere from say 35 to 45 minutes until a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. Now, I have to ask you guys to wait because obviously they need to bake and then they need to cool completely before we cut them. But trust me, it's going to be worth the wait. As soon as they're ready, I will see you back here and we'll give them a try. All right, foodie friends, so I baked the brownies. I took them out of the oven and let them cool on the counter for about a half an hour. And then I popped them in the fridge to cool completely so that I could cut them and we could share them. And here they are. There you have it, my salted caramel peanut butter cheesecake brownies. Now I know when I said that at first, you guys were like, huh, what? He's crazy. And now you're looking at them and you're all like, oh my God, Becky, look at those brownies. They're so thick, they're so fudgy. They're like one of those bakery brownies, because I like those brownies and I cannot lie. Anyway, guys, they are so delicious. Let me get one here and try it for you. See how that's nice? You see the peanut butter on there, that nice fudgy chocolate. Oh my God. It's so fudgy. The peanut butter and chocolate, obviously, perfect together. Peanut butter and chocolate are like my favorite combination. They could have stood a little bit more time in the fridge. They'd be a little more fudgy than they are already, but I'm gonna pop them back in there and let them get nice and cold. As always, thanks so much for joining me on Getting Saucy with Chef Lynn. Please give me a like and hit that subscribe button and check the box below for the link to the full written recipe. See you guys next time. Oh, good.